Perfect. So, what I want to go over in this class is more so just the price action that I look for, because I feel like a lot of people get super confused when it comes to confirming entries, right? We never want to enter a trade just because we hit a level, right? Like if I had, say the gap fill was right, I don't know, let's do, actually, let's just say we have a support level or a resistance level. Okay. Let's just say we have a resistance level like right here, right? I don't want to go short just because, move the mic closer, just because price is coming up to a resistance, or I don't want to go long just because price is coming down to a bounce level. We always want to look for confirmation. Now, there's a lot of different ways that we can get confirmation in the market. So it's not just like, okay, if we hit this level and we get a bullish hammer, I'll take the trade. Because a lot of the time, to be honest with you, and I'll show you guys some examples here in a little bit, I'll go long off a candle like this. It just depends on where we're trading, right? So in this scenario, is probably ended up being a fib. Let's see. Look at the low, look at the high. Put the 78.6, plus you had your little fair value gap right there. I don't really trade those, but maybe it was a fib, fair value gap, combination, whatever, right? I'll go long off of candles like this, but did the candle look bullish? Not at all, right? Or I'll go short on candles like this, right? Does that look bearish? Not really. But if you start adding context and what was actually very interesting today, was over. Did this candle look bearish? Would you guys short this candle? Yes or no? No? Want to know what's interesting? Is I'll short candles like this all the time. Absolutely. So you got to look at where are we trading? That ended up being the exact top today. And again, I will short candles or long candles, opposite way, like that all the time. But what we have to do is we have to understand where are we trading, right? So if we look at this on NQ today, if you guys hopefully were in last week's class or whenever I did the supply and demand class, we go to the 4-hour. We talked about this level, did we not? This 4-hour supply zone. Or actually, no. Sorry, I talked about this one in the live stream, right? So we have this 4-hour demand zone right here. Remember, we want to watch the wick and we want to watch the body. So we have a very condensed area right here, right? Now, if we go back to that 5-minute candle, it doesn't look bearish. However, what do we start to notice when we get up into the level? You guys see it? Who can tell me? I'll tell you guys if nobody sees it. Again, this is going to be a very advanced class on price action and volume. And I think it's going to help you guys a lot. Exactly. Some of you got it. Nah, this more like PA 104. 101's the basics. We're going to the advanced stuff. Yeah, it's a green candle. But what do we see? We have an elevation in volume, right? So then we have to look into where are we trading? Okay. So I can guarantee you there was sell orders sitting at this supply zone, right? And as we pushed up into it, there was a seller or sellers absorbing the buying right here, which then created that elevation of volume because you have the sell orders getting hit, but then you have the buyers that are trying to drive it higher. And again, I short candles like this all the time. I will get asked, like, why did you take that trade? It's because you have to look at where are we trading and then start actually like understanding what is happening right here. So if you didn't like the 5-minute, what about that 15-minute? You guys see it now? Wish I could get rid of that damn candle right there. Hold on. There we go. Y'all see it? Would you short this candle? Yes or no? I hope you guys say yes. Because then also you have a very well defined risk to reward, right? We have a long upper wick right off of our key level, a huge elevation of volume compared to all previous candles besides this one right here. So again, where are we trading? Okay, we're trading at a supply zone, which is what? The reject zone that we want to watch. What's actually happening inside of this candle? We came up to the body of that supply zone. There was a seller or sellers sitting here with their sell orders waiting to get filled, but then you also had aggressive buyers trying to push price higher, could not take out those sellers. So whether you took the trade based off the 5-minute or the 15-minute, your stop loss was simply right above here. So if you base the trade off the 15-minute, you would get in at the close, right? I typically always wait for candle closes. So not all the time, but I'd say like 90% of the time I will wait for the candle close. Say you entered around 20577. You're risking probably 20 points. But to me, even the 5-minute confirmed the trade, right? So if you got in on the 5-minute, it would have been higher risk, absolutely. But again, if you understand where we're trading and the overall price action, at that point, you were risking 7 points. So if you saw this, maybe you could have done a lighter size, waited for the 15, and then added on the 15, right? There's actually one trade that I really want to show you guys. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick, because it's literally a trade. I believe it was either on Nvidia or SPY. Let's see. Hold on, let me find it real quick. Where is our trade recap section? Hold on. Where is this thing? Daily trade recaps. There it is. Okay. Let me scroll up and find this real quick. Do not click off because I promise you this is going to help. And I mean, obviously, like, again, like I said, I will short candles like this or vice versa, long candles like this all the time. Obviously, if we get like more of a directional candlestick, like an inverse hammer right here, or like a gravestone doji, obviously that's like gives you even more confluence. Or bullish candlesticks and dragonfly dojis. But again, we have to understand where are we trading. Come on, where are you? It's a really, really good example. Bear with me. Wish I could just search it, but I don't remember if it was on Spire and video. Yeah, it was definitely Spy because I found the Nvidia one. There it is. Okay. I went long at the close of this candle. That red candle right there. Right? Would you guys long that? Or would you guys be scared to long that? It dumped. It was a huge red candle. It's not the biggest wick, right? Here's the thing. If that happened in the middle of nowhere, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't care about the trade. But my game plan for the day on SPY was a bounce at the 1 hour 21 EMA. That was a key level. That's what I want you guys to also understand. If we got this in the middle of nowhere, or even this in the middle of nowhere, I am not taking that trade. We have to be trading at a key level. If there's no key level, I don't care what the price action is doing, right? So going back to that, we were trading at my 1 hour 21 EMA, right? So price
drops off in news. You can see it was like a 10 o'clock candle or right after 10 o'clock, but then immediately hit that 1 hour 21 EMA. And that's where I saw the elevation of volume actually start coming in. So again, this time we had aggressive sellers, but there was a buyer or buyers absorbing at that 1 hour 21 EMA. So when we're trading at that key level, look for that elevation of volume because again, a lot of people are going to think this is bearish. And I guarantee you people ended up shorting off of that, right? But where are we trading? Key level. Elevation volume came in right at the key level. So buyers are actually in control. And I mean, if I'm remembering this trade correctly, we caught like, I literally think I sold this candle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure is this candle because I started to notice that again, like a smaller candle with this elevation of volume right here and this nice little upper way. So that's why I ended up selling the remainder of the position. Okay. So, and again, like I said, it helps more if we actually get that directional candlestick. But a lot of the time, sorry, I'm stuttering. A lot of the time, I will short candles like this or long candles like the one that we took today. It was at 11:05. Right here. Okay. So, I'm trying to think how I want to continue to go about this. And it's a very like easy system to trade, to be honest with you guys. Wait for your key levels and look for, again, something like this. Say we had a key level right here. The candle looks pretty bullish. Yeah. Can you all agree? Pretty bullish candle. But a lot of people would be scared to short it. Why would we short? Well, first off, if we look over here, that's a gravestone doji. Again, it depends on where we're trading. So say there's no key level here. Obviously, you don't really care about it, but then we trade up to a key level and we notice, oh, well, pretty green candle, pretty bullish if I say so myself. But we have this nice upper wick. Say there was a resistance right here, right? And then we start to notice as we trade up to that resistance, that's when the volume starts to elevate and we start to push down. So there's more than likely a seller sitting at that level, absorbing the buyers. And then simply at the close of this candle, you will go short with your stop loss right above this high. Right. I saw somebody say in the Team Bull chat earlier, say that I'm like really good at catching tops and bottoms. It's because again, I'm simply waiting for price to trade to my key level and then looking for something just like this. That's it. So I always like to minimize my risk as much as I possibly can. And this is the way that I found we can trade with minimal risk, but also it's very high probability because we're trading at a key level. That's like it's what I want to stress most in this webinar with you guys. So, good question. How am I identifying these key levels? Last week we did that supply and demand webinar. I think it was last week. I can't really remember when we did it, but it was recent. Supply and demand is the first way. So today my game plan was rejecting this red box right here, bouncing this green box right here. So I have my levels marked, right? Why did I not care about calls earlier in the day? It's because we had to piece together ES, NQ, SPY, QQQ, right? So SPY broke above all-time highs right there. I guarantee you a lot of people looked for price to come down and test it as support or just got long at the level and got smoked. Right? Did anything about this 5 minutes say to get long? No. We wait for price to trade to our key level and we wait for the confirmation before we take it. We never simply want to go long or short just because we go to a level. Okay. So SPY just destroyed it, right? Why did I not care about those calls? Who can tell me? Actually, I'll let you guys take a guess. Calls weren't even on the table, to be honest, for me earlier with SPY until we got to the gap fill. We got a nice little like 20% trade off of that. Gap fill was right here. And then again, we caught right there as well. Well, so 2 trades today, 2 winning trades. But why did I not care about calls over here? Give you guys like 30 more seconds to guess. I mean, I would say this logically. No, I'll trade at all-time highs. I don't care. All-time highs is a key level. But guess what? Why was it not key to me? Because SPY and QQQ moved together. What was NQ rejecting in the morning? Supply. I don't care about going long in this red box right here until we slowly start to take more and more orders out. Then obviously, calls or longs could potentially be a trade once we start taking out more and more orders. But because we were rejecting supply in the morning on NQ, that's why I really did not care about this SPY bounce. Does that make sense? But once we got to the gap fill on SPY, that's when I was interested. Again, we took it for a nice little trade. I didn't catch all the way up there. I caught a nice little move. But then also Bookmap, which honestly, again, not to promote Bookmap or anything, but if you guys use it, I do really think it's going to help you guys a lot. So, not meaning to promote it, but if you guys do want to start using Bookmap, I do have an affiliate link. Okay. Just throwing that out there. But why I think it'll help a lot of you is because you can visually see like where the buyers and sellers are in the market. So if we came down to this was the gap fill right here on SPY, right? So when we hit that gap fill on SPY, we had a lot of buy orders. Then we also get a nice little bullish candlestick right here. Nothing amazing, but a nice little bullish candlestick. And then what do? We bounce off of it. So it's visually showing us that we have buyers sitting at the level. Or if we're trading supply and demand, same thing. You are going to visually see, are there buyers or sellers sitting at that level? So that's something else that can help you guys. But yeah, I mean, really, I'm going to keep saying it just because this is just the way that I trade. Key level, wait for us to trade to it, and then really start reading the price action. And even like QQQ today, actually. When did we get that elevation? Right there, that candle. This is when QQQ hit the gap fill today as well. Let's pull up actual QQQ. So we go to the daily. We opened up here and we had our gap fill right there. So now we break it down and we ended up trading to the level. What happened when we hit the level? Over here, right? We fell just short of it. Yeah, we got an elevation of volume. I'm personally not going to long that. I like to like when we actually hit the level, right? Plus, if you wanted to start like a starter position, you would still have to sit through a $1.50 drawdown before you ever even touch the level. I'm not trying to do that. Again, I want to wait till we hit the level. So we have our key level, which is a gap fill. Price trades down into it. It's a pretty bearish candlestick if you ask me, right? Just looking at it. But to me, it's actually bullish. Let's actually see what happens on a 2-minute. Yeah. I don't think this could be any more clear. Why is this so bullish? Why is the 2 and 5 minutes so bullish? And while you guys are typing that out, I do want to say that Team Bull is running its final mastermind of the year. So if you guys want to hop on the wait list for the Team Bull Mastermind, I think the applications actually go out tonight. So if you guys want to hop on that, there's that link right there. Applications go out tonight. I think we start next week or the next couple of weeks. And then that's the final one for the year. Exactly. It's at a key level, right? When I day trade, I watch a mixture of the 5-minute, 15-minute, and 2-minute. So what time is this 2-minute actually for? 10:02. So halfway through that 5-minute candle, right? If I was watching QQQ, I would have taken the trade right here. That's enough confirmation to me to take a trade. Enough for me to take a trade. Because we traded down to the key level. We hit it. And then we got this elevation of volume compared to all other previous candles, besides obviously right here. But we're trading at the key level. So wait for your candle to close, which was here, 492.4. You would go long there. And your stop would be if we start to show weakness below that low, right? So we sat here for a little bit. Yeah, we broke below it, very quickly reclaimed it. So was there any reason to stop out? No, because we didn't show weakness below it. And then we got a nice little pop up. Nothing crazy, but I mean, that's still $2 on QQQ, which actually is probably a very good move, right? So say you sniped it on a 2-minute, maybe you wanted a little more confirmation. You could have waited for that 5-minute candle to close, right? So piecing together what actually happened inside of that 5-minute candle with that 2-minute then gives you a better understanding. Hey, this is a key level. We're seeing buyers come into the market because a majority of this 5-minute volume came in on a bullish 2-minute here, right? And then we closed halfway through this, right? So here is where it starts. That 5-minute volume starts there and it ends halfway through here. So let's just say half of this volume, right there, give or take. Most of it came in on this 2-minute candle right there. Lots of buyers at the gap fill. Again, that's what I'm looking for. Every single trade. That is it. This is literally a money-making machine right there. So, yeah, key level, price action, volume. Now, sometimes we can take it with lighter volume because I'm not going to say like every time there has to be an elevation of volume. It just makes it so much higher probability when there is that elevation. So I tend to, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, just it's higher probability, right? Certain circumstances, yes, we can take it on lower volume, but ideally look for that elevation of volume. So, yeah, not every candle is going to be the same because a candle like this can confirm a long entry, just like a candle like this could confirm a long entry, or a candle like this could confirm a short entry just as much as a candle like this could confirm a short entry. All candles are equal. You just got to read the volume. So, any questions that y'all got? Hopefully that helps you guys read your candlesticks and your volume a little differently than you have been. Because again, a lot of people I see is bearish candle, bullish candle, bullish candle, bullish candle. I mean, even like people will look at this bullish, but it could be bearish. Where are we trading? Again, I'll watch a 5-minute, 15-minute, and 2-minute when day trading. And I mean that second SPY trade that we took today, again, literally the exact bottom. We got in, sniped it off a 2-minute. Main reason was just because we had fat buyers sitting there. And then I started to notice that like when we actually dipped into the level, we got that elevation of volume compared to previous candles, right? So that's why we ended up going long. But as we were in the trade, you guys heard me in Team Bull and in the live stream say, hey, this 15-minute is also forming super bullish. Why was that? Because we were going down, right? Weak red volume, larger green candle, elevation of volume. So I like to use a mixture, right? But I'll typically snipe on a smaller time frame, 5 or 2-minute. And then, if that 15-minute ends up confirming bullish too, that just gives me more confidence to hold the trade a little longer. Yeah, fibs. There are so many different ways that I find key levels. Basic support and resistance, which I will say is not my favorite way to trade. It's very rare that I'll take a trade just based off of basic support and resistance. More so, my strategy is supply and demand and Fibonacci. But I'll also use that 1 hour 21 EMA only when I consider it a key level. It's not a key level every day. The 1 hour 21 EMA is only a key level when we push very far away from it. And then that first time we come back and test it. Could be multiple time frames. Could be, like a 4-hour or a daily or a weekly. So it just really depends. Oh, yeah. Also, while we see this, I took SPY leaps here. Talk about catching the bottom. I know a lot of traders say, don't try to catch tops or bottoms, but I have found I am most profitable when finding tops and bottoms in the market. And the way that we find tops and bottoms is through key levels, and then again, break it down to a smaller time frame. So I bought SPY leaps at the end of this week right here. talk about a very bearish candle. But what did we test? Weekly 21 EMA after a very long extended period of time. My stop loss was right below there. And what happened? Boom. Beautiful trade, if I say so myself. So, any other questions you all got? Does that all make sense? Did it help you guys, hopefully? Mental is usually what I'll do. Mental stops. First off, did this help you guys? Yes or no? Curious. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, I'll take like 5 minutes and answer some questions real quick. What do you guys got? This will be uploaded to YouTube. Yes, you guys will have access to this forever. Order blocks on Bookmap. So again, what I am doing on Bookmap is simply waiting for price to trade towards the key level. I wish I could load yesterday's data because actually, man, GD decided to get on. You guys are going to hear my voice pop up real quick. Let's see, live day trading yesterday. This isn't a trade that I took yesterday. Kind of wish I did, but you know, whatever. But when we traded down into, how am I going to get advertisement on my own video? That's disrespectful. Who? Good Lord. No, again, typically I'll wait for a candle close. Okay, so as we kept trading at this level, right, we can see that there's this huge, huge volume, or not volume, huge buyers sitting at this level right here. Again, this was, I literally was talking about this as it was happening. This is no hindsight. If you guys were in there yesterday, you heard it. Okay. So we had all this volume right here. Yeah, it was pre-market low. Pre-market low and pre-market high isn't like my favorite to base a trade off of, which is probably why I didn't end up taking the trade. But you can see that we have this huge buyer or buyers sitting at this level. So as we continue to sit there and kind of, you know, push up, push back down, push up, push back down, I started to say that there's a good chance that there is trapped sellers in this scenario if they cannot break this level. If there's people constantly shorting these pops and we cannot take out this buyer right here or buyers, what is likely going to happen? Price is going to reverse and it's going to pump. Anybody in the live stream yesterday that can vouch for that? I guess. Okay, there you go. Alexander can vouch. He was in there yesterday. Multiple people, right? And what ended up happening? Same thing. We keep trying to take out this buyer. Sellers are getting exhausted. And we had this fat pump to the upside. So let's go ahead and exit out. But yes, that's really how I'm using Bookmap. Ideally at key levels as well, because you'll see the buyers and sellers. Remember with supply and demand, what I want you to do is I want you to go watch the video that I uploaded a few days. Brandon Trades on YouTube. Ideally at the very beginning of the zone or at the very beginning of the wick is going to be the key levels. As we continue to take out more and more buyers or sellers, depending on, you know, obviously which way you're trading, it's just, it becomes weaker of a zone. And then there's a higher probability that we'll just grind through it. Again, wait for candle closes. If you wait for candle closes and you look for that elevation of volume, I think that's going to help you out a lot. Big time. Yes, and when this is uploaded on YouTube, I'll probably upload it tomorrow and have it posted up on Saturday for you guys. I'll put it on my Instagram group. I'll put it in Team Bull, and I'll put it on my Instagram story as well. Affiliate link for Bookmap that I can get for you. And I do want to say, if you are going to use Bookmap, get the link for you. I use the SIBO data and then Bookmap data. So SIBO is going to give you the futures, and then Bookmap data will do this. And if you guys are currently using Bookmap, huge suggestion, get Trader Map Lite. It's completely free. Click it, because there's like this annoying algo in the market that makes it very hard to read. That's why we use Trader Map Lite, because it gets rid of that algo. And now your orders are very clear cut. And here is the Bookmap link for whoever asked. But yeah, that is going to wrap up this webinar. I did not even give you guys the mastermind link earlier. Never ended up posting it. So if you guys want to hop in the final Team Bull mastermind, there's that link right there. Takes 5 seconds to fill out, and we launch tonight. So make sure you guys keep an eye out on your emails. There's that link right there. Yes, you will get to learn from me, Danny, Jay Dunn, Grizzly, GD, Green Eyes, a bunch of other amazing people as well, plus guest speakers. So this will be uploaded within the next couple of days. Everybody have an amazing evening, and I appreciate you guys tapping in and keeping me company. Peace.